Hello, everyone. Good morning. It is November 15th, 2024. It is a Friday morning here for me, 10 o'clock a.m. Here in the Midwest. Um, let me move in a little bit more, get myself closer to the mic. So yeah, if you're watching, let me know in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Hello, I'm Fan. Today we are doing a work on unfinished projects with me. And as you can see, I have some flowers that I just picked from my garden. I want to show some flowers to you also. So yeah. Good morning. Okay, so we are currently live in YouTube. On YouTube, we are currently live in the Bead Floor Studio page. Currently not live in the Learn How to Make French Beaded Flowers Facebook group. So like I do every week now, I'm going to go ahead and share this to the group, because if I schedule it and in the group, it doesn't connect. So I don't know. So I give up. So this is my way of getting it into the group. So let me share this real quick. And then now you guys can watch me now. Okay, hello, good morning. Let me know where you're watching from. And we are working on unfinished projects. And also I'm going to show off some flowers from my garden. Okay, so it is November, right? November 15th. It's almost winter. It's like 40 some degrees outside right now. I am in my winter gear. I am in my black fuzzy winter gear. So if you see me in this, it's because it's cold and I'm wearing this all winter until like maybe May. I'll be in this all the time because I have 3. It makes me feel warm and cozy. Okay, so it's winter and it's not winter, it's still fall. Okay, right? It's still fall, but I still have flowers. Still have flowers in my garden. Okay, looks like we have Teresa joining us from California. Hello, Teresa. Watching me so early in the morning for you. Okay, so look at this, right? Chamomile. Very cool. The story of this chamomile was, I think about 3 or 4 years ago. I was at the park and there was some tiny chamomile that I picked from. No, I just didn't pick it from the park. I mean, yes, I did, but they were on the grass and they were going to be mowed. They were mowed heavily anyways. So I saved the chamomile from being mowed and transferred it to my garden. I also picked some to study, and I do have a chamomile pattern as well. So I study the chamomile, and we have this beaded chamomile. I know a lot of you guys made this along with me when I did this bead along a few years ago. Okay, so I transferred this to my front garden, and then this summer, I noticed it was in my back patio. It just grew like a weed, right? So I transferred it to my vegetable garden, and it's still here. Now, what's funny is the chamomile that, look, I'm surrounded by flowers. Okay, so the chamomile that was in the front garden, that's where it was. It's been dead for like 4 months. But this chamomile in the vegetable garden is like still thriving. And why? I wonder. You know what? It's because the chamomile in the front, I didn't pick. And I know this. If I pick the flowers, it will stimulate them to grow some more. But I wanted to look at them. I didn't want to, pick them. So I didn't in the front, and now it's gone. But next year, I'm going to pick the flowers in the front so they can look like this still in November. So, yeah, I mean, the fertility in my vegetable garden is probably a lot better, but at the same time, I've cut this back too, like it was like cut down to the ground, and it's still here. So, lesson for next year: pick my flowers up front too. Pick all the flowers. So don't worry about like not picking your flowers. You want to, save them so you can look at them, but pick them because this is what it's going to look like in November still. So exciting. I'm going to dry this up and use for chamomile tea. All right. Okay. Next, another bead along. Hello. Recognize this? Okay. So when I did the marigold bead along back in September, I showed one marigold, right? But it's exploded. My one marigold in my garden has exploded. I also transferred it to my vegetable garden. It has, how many times am I going to say explode? Okay, so where is the marigold? Okay, hang on. Okay. So this is the French marigold that I beaded, that I use this as a guide. But the initial French marigolds that I did, they changed colors, but these ones didn't change colors. I don't know why. So, but these were the inspiration for this marigold pattern, and I love seeing all of your marigolds. So you guys did a great job making these. Okay, what else do I have to share? Okay, let me put this down without knocking things over. Okay, I don't have a pattern for this yet, but I've grown it since last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember, but this is borage or borage or borage. I don't know. I think it's borage. I mean, we're Americans, so we say borage. Okay, so this is borage, and I don't know much about it. But I do want to beat it. I know it's medicinal, it's edible. The leaves are edible. The flowers, everything about this plant is edible. So I do use it in teas. I don't remember off the top of my head the exact benefits, but what I do know is I want to beat it, right? Not right now, though. Not right now. I have other things to work on today. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share today. Okay, so what I want to work on today. Move this out of the way without knocking it over. Okay, so today the UFO I'm working on is, well, you guys recognize this? Hold on a second, brain fart. I can't remember it. Oh my gosh. What was I working on? Begonias, right? Look at this. It's been in this jar for a month. I mean, I've been picking off the dead flowers, but it's been in this jar for a whole month. Holy cow. So yeah, very cool. Let me put this here. Okay, so now it is a UFO because it is now a UFO because it's been a month. All right, looks like we have Louise joining us from the Netherlands. Hello, Louise. Thank you for joining me again. And we have Lauren joining us today. Hello, Lauren Harpster. Okay, awesome. What are you guys working on? Lauren, what are you working on? Okay. It's getting hot Now even, but you know what? I bet once I take off my fuzzy, warm winter uniform, it's gonna be cold. So we're in this in-between weather where if I wear it, it could be hot. If I don't, it's cold. So I need some sort of in-between uniform. In between. Okay, let's work on begonias. Move that out of the way. Okay. All right, looks like Lauren is working on primroses. Awesome. I'm sure it's gonna turn out awesome. Okay, so all right, looks like we have Sandy joining us today. Good morning, Sandy. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm sure you've joined us before, but I'm working on my memory, and my memory is not recalling. Okay. And you know, I was gonna remember to get the embroidery floss because I wanted to floss this stuff, but my equipment was acting funky. So I couldn't get it before I came on. So I'm gonna go get my embroidery floss. Or maybe I have it here. Maybe I have it here. I'm trying to be efficient here now. Okay, so I think this is the correct color here. The thing with technology is 1 minute it's working, you think you plug it in, it's supposed to work, and it's still not working. It freaked me out. 10 minutes before I need to go live, I was like, okay, I'm going to turn on my camera, and it has always worked. And why is it working? And then it doesn't connect, and I have to connect to, like, oh my gosh, so many times. So freaked me out. But I was gonna just use one camera. You know, worst comes to worst, but yay, it works. Okay, it looks like we have Linda joining us from Denmark. Hello, Linda. It's probably what, an evening for you. Okay, Sandy is working on Weeping Willow. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so I do remember Weeping Willow. I do remember you mentioning that. So, okay. And I'm using 20 gauge wire here. I believe I am. Okay. Oh, yes, Louise. You guys didn't see my leaves yet for the begonias. Oh, here they are. Okay. But let me show you the initial prototypes, how goofy they were, right? So these were the initial leaves. These are how I started. I think I showed these before. All right. Okay, it looks like we have Alaa joining us. Hello, I know Alaa's from Jordan. Okay, so these are all the goofy leaves that I made, just kind of trying to get, it's like, okay, so how can I get this shape? So I was like going with scallops, and then I was going with like ruffles, and that didn't turn out. And here it was one where it was like a lot closer. So we were closer to the begonia leaves. Oh, we still have a real begonia leaf that we can look at right now. So yeah, so this is what the real begonia leaf looks like. Can you believe it? It survived like a whole month. And these were getting closer. I think I did this one and then I did this one. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Then I got a little bit closer. I like this one, but the I guess one of the main challenges with this technique with the scallops, you can't, because the right hand side is usually longer. Okay, let's see here, right? Maybe I have something to point at. So when we make our rows, like we have our outer row on the left and we have our outer row on the right. It's hard to get the left and the right to be identical symmetrically, because your right row here, if you're right-handed, your right row will be longer at the outer row will be longer. So from this row is what the outer row that I'm getting the scallop on, right? So this row is shorter than this row. So it's hard to get this side and this side to be exactly symmetrical. So if you are getting leaves where your right-hand side is huge and the left-hand side is super tiny, that is why. So you need to bead very, very tightly. Be very careful. You'll still see it. I mean, you can still see that the right hand side is larger or bigger than the left hand side. So just be aware of that. So that's a goofy thing that I did. And I think I was working on the pattern. Oh, this is what I was working on live the last time I was doing on part 2 of the leaves, and using size 15s. I was getting closer, but these are going into my bag to take apart, my take apart bag. Okay. All right. Thanks, Louise, for mentioning the leaves. I totally forgot about it. Totally forgot. I was debating on what to make today, but you know what? Since I need to work on this, and I put this aside for a while to work on something else, so might as well do it as a UFO, right? Okay, so when I designed this initially, I said I want to do 3 of these, but 3 is not enough. It just kind of looked squanny, so I'm going to do 5 of these stems. So we'll be working on the stems today. And each stem, we're going to have some buds. So let's see. We have our full flower, and then we have our 2 buds, kind of like budding flowers. Okay, let's do it. All right. What do I need? I need more. Something I can't assemble yet because I'm missing some parts. I gotta make some. So, as an adult, somehow I find that it makes me so happy to have stickers now. Somehow I am so happy just to put stickers and everything. So you'll see mushroom stickers on everything. And the beads I need are not in those bead spinners. So I'm going to put them back. So what I need to make are these units. I'm going to call them leaflets because I still have not looked up the anatomy of begonias, but I'm going to call them little leaflets. Okay. I need 26 gauge wire. Okay. Yes, Louise, 3 is not enough. I mean, look at this. You need it needs to be fuller. It's just not enough. I mean, I'm trying to go more minimal with my designs now, just because, you know, in today's society where we are, you know, we want that instant gratification. But so I'm trying to go more minimal, go smaller. But I know me trying to go minimal when you see all my big projects, my big sunflower, my my big poinsettia, all this big stuff. But then I'm trying to think about my students when I'm designing, because, you know, I don't want to overwhelm you either, right? So, but sometimes you got to have that balance of, it needs to look good also at the same time. So that's the balance. All right. Lauren says, every time I see mushroom stuff, I think, yes. Okay. You don't know how many DMs I get from people just showing me stuff of mushrooms just at the store, mushroom socks, mushroom, I don't know, shirts, mushroom this and that, mushroom vases. There's a lot of mushroom stuff out now. Like if you go to the craft store like Joann's, or I haven't been to Michael's in a long time, but if you go to Joann's, there's so much mushroom stuff. Even if you go to the department stores, so much mushroom stuff. And I have to practice restraint and not buy everything. Okay. And just like me, I don't think I've written this pattern down. No, I did. I did write this pattern down. But I don't have it in front of me, so I have to look. Okay. I have to reverse engineer my own pattern. All right. 7 beads. All right. How many do I need? So if you look at here, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. I thought I had some, I thought I saw one when I was going through my stuff, but no. Okay. If you are just joining us, we are working on projects together. We've got Sandy working on Weeping Willow. We've got Lauren working on Primroses that she's going to publish soon. And that's all I know. What else? Let me know if you're watching. Let me know what you're working on. If you see like dirt under my nails, it's because I was picking flowers. All right. I'm just so surprised that I'm still seeing chamomile. Just incredible. I've been trying to garden for like over 10 years, and I've never really, I think I just do. I'm a person that does stuff, and I really don't research or anything. I just do. And I think for the past over 10 years, the doing without knowing, wasn't getting me much success. So this past year, I decided to binge on YouTube videos. Last October is when I started binging on gardening videos. And now I feel like I know so much. In just a little over a year, I know so much already. Well, I wasn't really gardening this whole time. It was kind of on and off. But you can't really go wrong with tomatoes because I guess anyone can do tomatoes. And that's what I did. I did tomatoes. But now I'm trying to do like all this different seasons of stuff, spring, summer gardening, and fall. So I still got some fall. I got some fall stuff. Okay, so 3 is what I need. Okay, looks like Allah's working on Lauren's lavender. Okay, awesome. Beautiful project. Can't wait to see it. Now I'm thinking about that borage, the borage. Like, there are just flowers that I look at instantly and I'm not sure how to attempt it yet. I see some basic techniques that I can use. I know for sure I want to do a continuous technique, a continuous split basic technique, but not sure. All right. Okay, now we can assemble. All right. One of this. Oh, I don't have. Or I do have. I put them in this bag. All right, Louise is still working on sweet peas. Wow. Sweet peas. When was that beat along? In February? January? February? January? I think that was January. Okay. So I was going to do sweet peas today, actually. So okay. I mean, I do have Louise, I do have the sweet peas in pink and purple, so I think both will work. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Teresa says, I tend to make fantasy flowers, just building them any way I want. I know you do, except roses. They're my go to flower when I don't have another flower in mind. Yes, yes, absolutely. Roses are the universal flower for like everyone to make. Okay, so gosh, Butterfingers. Okay, so I want to do this. How did I do this? I'm trying to remember. What did I do? What did I do? I know I didn't attach this to a wire. So I'm going to wrap this with floral tape up to this point then, just by looks. Okay. Floss. Okay. I want to switch this around. And floss this in. Or maybe I should twist it a little bit first. I'm trying to avoid twisting, but I don't think there's any of we can avoid that. Okay. Okay, so it looks like Allah says you've known what Fen. Okay, I'll just put it on the screen. I'll just put it on the screen. Okay. You know of me because you joined the group looking for a flower project for your daughter, saw the daisy video. Oh, I think you mean the wild daisies. I don't know what daisy. Oh, for your daughter. Is it the simple daisies project, just loops? Send it to your email at that time. Thank you. Okay, awesome. That's been quite a few years, and I do know that you've been beading with me for quite a few years. So thank you for watching. Thank you for beading along with me. I really appreciate that. Okay, so okay, and Louise says the sweet peas beat along was January. So yeah. Okay, so there's one. I do remember that loop daisy, Ella. It was a project that I designed for the public library here, and I did a class for children, I think ages like 11 to 13. So yeah, I did that class and then also uploaded to YouTube. All right, I'm just gonna not use floral tape on that. Hope it doesn't come apart. Okay, so one, I'm gonna do this one. Just a slight loop. And I do want the back of have the two backs, the wrong side facing each other. So when we put it over here, you don't see the wire there. So if you notice lately, I've kind of moved away from using a lot of fluoro tape. Okay. And using less fluoro tape reduces the bulk of the stems here because these are just like little buds. I don't want to have that bulk. All right, so all right, Louise says, can you show assembling the daffodil in the future? I have your book. Okay, let me put the comment up. Okay, I love that you guys are on Facebook and YouTube because then I can put the comments up. If you're in the group, I can't, because of Facebook changes, I can't put the comments up on the screen if you're in the group. So anyways, okay, so show assembly of daffodil, have your book. You recently showed UFL of it, and I would definitely want to make it someday. Yes, I can definitely do that. Let's do that on another UFO day. I definitely can. I do want to make more daffodils. I definitely do. I have one assembled, and then I have a lot of units made. So that is definitely something that we can do. All right. Okay. And Lauren says she's making 3 separate primroses, and now she regrets it because it's boring making the same thing over and over. I totally get that. Okay. Okay, so this, do I want to, I don't remember what I did when I assembled it the first time. Do I want to, I think I do. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this with, wrap the stem with some floral tape first. So that way, we want to use floral tape as an aid and, but not overuse it. I just want to use it as an aid. I mean, do we really need to wrap it all the way down the stem wire? No. But just using it at the tip helps it kind of stick to the wires here. Okay, Lauren, I can't wait to see your primroses. I know it's boring, but I'm sure it'll be beautiful. And you know what? Before I'm gonna need to make different colorways for these begonias, and I'll be so sick of these scallop leaves by the end, right? I would be so sick of these. I mean, the first one is exciting. You're trying to figure out the pattern, but I will be so sick of these. I am sure. Okay, so now these stick on quite well because I have the floral tape on. Okay. And okay, what I notice about the begonias is that the little leaflets, well, actually the flowers, as they grow out of the leaflets. So when you have your little buds, you have your little leaflet. This is, I don't think this is a calyx or a sepal. It's not like, it moves, right? So I thought that was cool. So when you see the full flower that has already bloomed, the little leaflet is not right underneath it. It is below it. Okay. So I'm going to go down about a little over an inch, inch and a half. And then I will attach the other stems. How did I do it here? I have to look at it. Okay. And at the same spot, I'm going to attach a little leaflet. And I want to have the front facing out. Okay. Pro tip, do that before you assemble. Okay. And as I look at the begonias, okay, let me bring out another one here. The little leaflets, there's like, there's tons, there can be more like down the stem. I have none on this stem, and I have 2 on this one, and then I have 2 on this one, but you can keep like going down with the leaflets if you want. And there are actually, I guess, parts of it where it's like there's no flowers, but it's just the little strings of these little leaflets. Okay, so since I didn't make enough for this one, I'll just have this stem with 1, and then the other ones I'll need to make more. Okay. Go down maybe about close to 2 inches. All right, here's Teresa with another tip for us. I've been cutting my floral tape in half, lengthwise, being careful how much I overlap. Okay, that is a great tip to reduce the bulk. But I also use floss for many things. Yes. Okay, so I am on a mission, I guess, to floss some of my older work. There are points where I'm just like, oh, I don't want to floss, but I do realize that it looks nicer and it just keeps the units on a lot better for me. So I'm going to floss my things, going back and flossing them. Because I don't know about you guys, but I keep knocking my flowers down. And whenever I knock them down, it just like, some flowers or things will just come off the stem. Okay. And these stems by itself won't be sturdy enough, but we have 5 that we're going to attach together. And after they've been attached, they'll be quite strong. So don't worry about that. But if you just want to make one of these, and I don't know why you would just make one of these, then that's fine. All right, it's one assembled. Okay. That's 4. Let's see how it looks. Okay, a lot fuller. But I tend to gravitate away from like even numbers of flowers. Somehow, I don't know, it just looks better with odd numbers, like 3, 5. Like, I mean, 6 is not bad, I guess, but I tend to gravitate towards like odd numbers. So I will. Okay, it looks like we have Elia joining us. I'm sorry, I'm probably not saying your name right, but hello, welcome. And I can't read what you said, but I see rose emojis, heart emojis, kiss emojis. So I'm guessing very positive things. So hello. Okay. So next one. I have extra flowers. I think I just made extra. I made an extra full flower, and I made one less of the bud, of the other bud. So okay, that's just me not thinking. Okay. I need more of the little leaflets, so I'm gonna make more of those. Okay. Okay, let's make 3 more. 5, 6, 7. If you are just joining us, we are just working on unfinished projects together. And I am working on beaded begonias. Let me know where you're watching from and what you're working on. What's the weather like in your parts? It's pretty sunny today. Not bad. A little cool, but sunny. Okay, here's one. And I'm going to do that thing where I fold the back sides in together before I assemble. So do the things as you're making it. That will make your life a little bit easier. How many do I need to make? 3. Okay, didn't string enough beads. Oh, I need to buy a lottery. No, never mind. I thought it was one of those situations where I strung just the right amount. Nope, nope, nope. I was gonna say I need to buy a lottery ticket. Nope. But there are a lot of situations where I've strung on just the right amount, more than one occasion, at least a handful. Ugh, not enough room, but could use just a bit more space, but I was able to squeeze it in. So if you notice, I've been just kind of having the backside facing each other so that when I assemble, it'll be a lot easier. I think I'll make one more. Okay, it's a bit more room in between. That never hurts anyone. Unless you have too much space, then that could be a problem, but just a little bit is no big deal. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. And I'm just going to use what I have. I'm not gonna make another whole thing, another whole bud. I'm just gonna use this bud. 20 gauge stem wire. My scissors, okay. These aren't very sharp. I gotta use like the end part. Okay. Just a little bit. Oh, we're gonna do these first. Now I have an extra flower. Might as well make 6 stems. Since I'm already there already. Right. Okay, floss these. Okay, scissors suck. I'd rather use my cutters. All right. If I knew the begonias would last so long, I think I would have just taken it in the house instead of cutting it apart. So I'll definitely buy more begonias next year, plant them outside, and then during the winter, I'll probably bring it in and then not the ones that you can overwinter, but the ones that don't have the things that you can bring in. The Chromes, Croms, I believe. These ones, when I dug it up, it didn't have the Chromes. So I will know better next year. So this specific variety, if I get it again, I will definitely just take it in the house. And then the ones with the Chromes, I will do that whole, put in the basement type thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, even though I cut it, I could have still taken in the roots, right? It could have grown back. So dang it. Dang it. Miss opportunity. Okay. All right, Louise is wondering if the begonias in the water right now will grow roots and I can plant in the spring. You know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe. We'll see how long these begonias will last in this jar of water and to see if they'll grow some roots. That would be amazing. I have 3 plants. Do I have 2 colors here? Okay, I have yellow and then I have like an orange one. So we'll see. Oh, you know what, Louise? You're right. I'm seeing some roots. Ha! Amazing. Okay, that's what I'll do. Looks like I can probably put it in a pot or something. Nice. right, now I'm excited. Now I'm excited. So whenever I release this pattern, I don't know when or what or how, maybe I will have the actual live plant again. Still, that would be incredible. So I'm gonna change the water. I'm gonna change the water later because it's been sitting here for a couple weeks now. Because I'm like, how long is it gonna go? Thank you. No, I'm super excited. Okay, let's move this out of the way so I don't knock it over. There's too many things with water in it right now. That's making me nervous. Okay. I'm going to add another leaflet here. So it's more just alternate positions. I'm going to put this embroidery floss kind of in between to lock them into place. Should I go down a bit more or no? What do I feel like? Okay. Okay, there's my 5. Let's see it. Let's put them together, see what they look like. Okay. Okay, I'm more happy with the 5 stems. And I'm not attaching the leaves yet because I think I need more leaves than just this. So, okay, need a little small leaf right here. I'm just gonna hold it and just see what it looks like. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, just look on this camera. Look on this one. Okay, I'm trying to get it in both. Okay, I think that's not bad. All right. I think I got a lot done today. Oh man. All right. Thanks for joining me today. All right. So, what announcements do we have? Before I go, if you are in the Learn How to Make French Beaded Flowers Facebook group, we have another bead along that is coming up in December. Let's see. Uh, I have the picture up. So if you want to make these snowflakes, we have a guest instructor that will be teaching it in December. Anna Masaleska. I hope I said that right. So Anna will be teaching the snowflake ornaments. So come join us in the Learn How to Make French Beaded Flowers Facebook group. If you're not in it already, to join, please answer the questions. So that helps us with keeping the spam out. Some people just are spammers and they like to join groups. So answering the questions helps us cut down on spam. I'm sure you all appreciate that. So if you want to join us, please answer the questions. Again, the group is Learn How to Make French Beaded Flowers. And another thing is, let me go grab it because I wasn't prepared for this. Okay. Okay, November 30th, I have a live class for these French beaded mini poinsettias. November 30th, 11 o'clock. It's a Saturday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time to 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. So that is, I think, 5 p.m. Like in UK time. So you can go to, just convert, time, what is that, time calculator. So I announced this 2 days ago. The kits are almost out. So join me if you want to make these poinsettias. Class is free, but you can get a kit. And those who get a kit and those who buy the PDF will also have continued access to the videos. If you are just joining me, didn't buy the PDF, didn't buy the kit, you have 2 days to watch it. I'm giving you 48 hours to watch the class. But after that, you will need to buy the class or buy the kit. All right, so that is all the announcements for today. Thank you for joining me. And Lauren says, begonias are awesome. Thank you. Okay, well, it looks like we have Brooke just joining us. Hello. We are just finishing up, but definitely watch the replay and work on projects with us. Hello. So thanks for watching, Brooke, Louise, Lauren, Elia, Teresa, Allah. Who else? Hope I'm not missing anyone. If I missed you, okay, got Linda, Sandy. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't see it. But thank you for joining me today, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.